Hi, everybody. Here comes again for episode 2 of Powerfully Beautiful. We're going to have Miss North Carolina's Teen 2023. We're going to wait for some people to join us so I can accept her. But she's already here. I'm so excited to meet Annika. Let me see. Creo que le di. I think it's connecting. Hey,
Hi.
hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Tired but good. I'm excited to meet you. To finally meet
Thank
you. How you
you.
doing?
I'm amazing. I'm so excited to be here and do this for Puerto Rico. And it's just crazy, like the timing of everything, how I become Miss North Carolina's teen, the same like time that Miss Puerto Rico gets announced and it's coming back. So I'm so excited.
I'm glad. So let's get this straight. How do you pronounce your name? Annika or Anika?
The first way, Annika.
Anika.
Yeah.
I was like, it was Anika or Anika because you have a weird last name to pronounce to me.
Yes, my last name's German because my mom's Puerto Rican. So my last name's Schneider.
Oh, so that's where you come from. You're from your mother side. So for the people who are coming into this live stream, here we are with Miss North Carolina's Teen 2023, Miss Aniga. She has Puerto Rican descent, and I'm so glad. I'm so excited to finally meet her. And she's going to talk about her experience in Miss America program and how amazing the program have been to her. So, Anika, for those who don't know you, can you please introduce yourself and tell them who you are?
Of course. So, my name is Annika Schneider. I'm Miss North Carolina's Teen 2023. I'm from North Carolina, a very small town in North Carolina. My mom is fully Puerto Rican. She was actually born in Georgia, but she was raised in Puerto Rico for the first like 6 years of her life. Both of her parents, my grandparents, grew up in San Juan and Mayagüez.
Maya
And
West.
yes, and so Puerto Rican heritage is like just super important to me. That's my favorite side of the family. But
Really?
yes. So I love Puerto Rico. I've been twice. It's been absolutely amazing to be there both times. And I'm just so excited for the Miss Puerto Rico organization. I was one of the two Hispanic girls at my state competition. There was another girl that was Cuban American, and then me. So we had a very special bond. But I'm so excited for all the Miss Puerto Rico candidates to form that just cultural bond that they share with each other, and then I'm really excited to form a bond with them as someone that's Puerto Rican and also a title holder. So I'm just super excited for this opportunity, not only for myself but also for all of the girls in Puerto Rico.
How you feel being the second girl from Hispanic heritage to participate in a Southern um, state pageant?
Yes, so North Carolina is very southern,
Yeah.
very southern. And so to have some type of representation and to be the first Hispanic Miss North Carolina's teen was something that was super important to me. I actually spoke in Spanish for my opening and closing during my interview at States. So I was able to share with them how important it was for not only me, but for all of the Hispanic little girls in North Carolina to see that type of representation. So when I didn't get that opportunity, I was a little bit let down, but I trusted in God's timing and knew that everything happens for a reason. What's meant for you is not going to pass you by. So when I got the opportunity, I was like, oh my gosh. And I was actually talking to one of the candidates that I had kind of that conversation with of like, we need more diversity in our program. We need more representation. And she looked at me and she's like, I'm so excited for you. Like, you get to do everything that you talked about. You get to represent those little girls that you talked about. So it is an incredible feeling and something that I'm so excited to. Read Across America Week is a huge week for my community service initiative. It's called Read With Me. I prioritize literacy as an educational and
Oh,
therapeutic opportunity for
nice.
everyone. So I'm actually really excited because I get to go to an immersion school, which in North Carolina is a school where kids can be taught and only speak in Spanish. So they get to learn both languages, which is super, super cool. So I'm so excited to visit them and show them that being the immersion class in their school is just such a cool opportunity and something so special to me, but not only them, because it'll impact their lives forever to be able to connect with different Hispanic and Latino people across the United
Oh,
States.
that's amazing. That sounds super amazing. How was your reaction when you get this call that Haley House was crowned Miss America's teen and they offer you the title? How was your reaction?
I watched Hanley be crowned, and I knew that she was going to be crowned. Like, once it got to top 5, I was like, okay, it's her. Like, she was born. She has it. I was so excited for her because that's a first for North Carolina. So to see her go and achieve that goal, it makes it more real and more attainable for every single girl that steps on the Miss North Carolina stage. So I was so incredibly proud of her and just proud to be from North Carolina and the Miss North Carolina organization. But then when I got the call, it was very surreal because I was third runner up. So I never thought that I would kind of get that opportunity again. I had aged out of the teen program. I would have the opportunity to compete for Miss North Carolina, but never a teen title again. So I thought that I would never hold a teen title for the rest of my life. And then it's offered to me on like a silver platter, and I was like, "Oh my gosh,
Oh yeah, of
that's
course.
crazy!" So it was definitely very surreal, but I'm so thankful, and it's absolutely God's timing because it couldn't have happened any other way.
And once you finish, you never thought like once you finish your reign as Miss North Carolina's teen, would you go forward looking for the Miss title?
Yes, definitely. I have always wanted to be Miss North Carolina, and I always saw my teen years as kind of years that would prepare me and grow me to be Miss North Carolina. So I'm definitely very excited to step into that Miss role and gain some Hispanic representation on that end of the Miss North Carolina organization as well.
Do you think that representation really matters when it comes to pageantry?
I do, because there's barely any Hispanic girls, not only in the Miss North Carolina organization, but also at Miss America. There's just so little representation for Hispanic people, and I think that if Hispanic little girls see me and see that I can do it, and see that I speak their language, and see that I care about them and know that they can do it too, I feel like that gives them the confidence and the power within themselves to see that they can be me. And it's all about that, because if you don't see someone that relates to you or that looks like you in any type of way, then you're not going to think that you're fit for that role. So to be that person for someone is so incredibly important for me.
That's great. Tell us about your family and the connection that you have with them from your German side and from your Puerto Rican side. How you can like merge that together?
Yes. So I'm definitely a lot closer with my Puerto Rican side of my family. My mom grew up in Puerto Rico for about 6 years. My grandparents both lived there for almost their entire lives till they moved to the States because my grandfather was in the Army. So the Puerto Rican side is very strong. I know a lot
Allowed.
of, yes, I know a lot of Puerto Rican phrases just from them. And growing up in a very rural area, I actually did not want to speak Spanish or learn Spanish or really have anything to do with kind of that side of my heritage, because everyone was like a farmer's daughter, very like country girls, like growing up. So I never wanted any part of that. And then I got to high school and had to take Spanish class, ended up absolutely falling in love with it. And that was actually my first encounter with the language. So I ended up taking all 4 years of high school to learn Spanish and absolutely love the language, love the culture. I've been to Puerto Rico twice. I'm very close to my Puerto Rican grandparents and cherish them and what they've done for me just so much. And so I cannot wait to go back to Puerto Rico. I honestly plan to get married there,
Oh,
to be
really?
honest. Yes.
Well, welcome
So
to paradise. You know that. What do you like the most about Puerto Rico?
I just love how everyone like embraces the Puerto Rican pride. Even in the States, if you're Puerto Rican, you have a Puerto Rican flag in your car. Like, you have it somewhere.
Yeah,
Somewhere
that's
that
true.
everyone everyone can see. And if you're Puerto Rican, you're proud to be Puerto Rican. And I think that that's something that's really hard to find in just a nation or a state or just anywhere in general. That kind of pride that comes with it and that friendliness as well, to be accepting to other people and to want other people to learn about Puerto Rico and to learn about your heritage. I think it's something super special about the Puerto Rican people, something that I love and hope to portray to everyone as well.
And I think people misunderstand the fact that we're proud being Puerto Rican, but also we're proud being American too, as a territory of the United States. Many people think that we need a green card to go to the United States. We don't. We are born U.S. citizens, and that's why we are proud to go back to Miss America stage. And we are like crazy for July to come and crown a winner and go there in January next year and step on that stage as Miss Puerto Rico.
Definitely. It's going to be such a cool moment.
I know. And as your professional goals, what are you reaching for?
So I'm in college right now. I'm actually in my dorm. I go to a small private college actually in North Carolina, and I hope to get an undergraduate degree in business management and leadership. That's my major right now. That's kind of what I'm sticking with. I might add a major, might not. We'll kind of see where I'm led.
Going with the flow, right?
Yes, a little, yeah. After that, I plan to go into a master's program and get my master's in healthcare administration or business administration, and hopefully one day be able to manage hospitals and hopefully be a CEO of a hospital or a chief administrative officer of a hospital. I think that'd be super cool, and that's definitely what I want to do. What my end goal is. The healthcare system in the United States isn't amazing, and so I would love to be a part of the change that helps it be better for our people.
That's what empowerment woman is. And it's amazing. How can you explain to Puerto Rican young girls that Miss America is a platform that could help you achieve your goals?
Definitely. So Miss America has provided me with so much just as a person. It gave me confidence. It gave me public speaking skills, talent, passion, drive, decisiveness. It kind of led me to decide what I want to do and who I want to be. And it leads you to find yourself. Like, you truly come out with a better understanding of who you are and what you want and what your goals are when you compete in the Miss America organization. So I actually am in the honors program at my college, and I had to interview for that spot in the honors program. And when I interviewed, I was like, this is just basically practice for my state's interview. Like, this is just practice for Miss America, because at this point I've done so many mock interviews and been so well prepared that I don't really need to prepare for this, and ended up getting the highest level of scholarship from that interview and doing just an amazing job in the interview. So those skills lead you not only to different academic pathways, but different career pathways. I'm never going to be nervous for a job interview in my life. It's just not going to happen. So the Miss America organization really gives you that power and that confidence to go into academic pathways, go into career pathways with, a foundation in yourself that you know what you're doing and you are impressive within yourself and what you've already accomplished and who you already are.
And they participated in Miss America state level. It took you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, a little. I grew up in the Miss America organization being Carolina Princess from like the age of 6, so I always knew, but actually doing it is very different. I was a dancer for 10 plus years growing up, but I had actually stopped after my 8th grade year and had stopped for 2 years. So once I got kind of the decision that I wanted to compete for Miss North Carolina's teen, I was like, okay, I need a talent. I can't sing. I can't do anything else. I'm going to go back to dance. It actually led me to fall in love with dance all over again, which was absolutely amazing, something that I'm forever indebted to the Miss America organization, because had that not happened, I would still probably have a terrible relationship with dance and outlook towards the kind of dance career that I had. So that was super special to me. And talent is definitely something that I do worry about, because I did stop for 2 years, but it's something that I'm just so happy to have back in my life. I'm on the dance team at my college now. So it's something that I truly love.
And recapping your participation in the pageant, which of the stages was your favorite and your least favorite?
Least favorite talent. Talent always made me very nervous.
Well,
There's
you
some really
have
great
that Puerto
talent.
Rican sazon. You should be like able to dance.
Exactly. Exactly. You would think. One would think. But there's great talent in North Carolina, so that is always, my thing that I feel I'm weakest at. It's just something that has always kind of in my mind been kind of lower ranking for me, but other people are like, no, your talent's so great and entertaining. Like, why do you think like that? So I think it's something that I'm my own worst critic type of thing. My favorite is actually evening gown. I love evening gown. And now red carpet, I guess. But yeah, getting to walk in a gown that you've chosen, that you feel so confident in, is just the most powerful feeling. I won the evening gown preliminary award at my state competition, and it's just one of those spaces where you can just let everything go and just walk and know that you picked out this gown and that you love it and that you look amazing and you feel like $1,000,000. So it's just a super special phase to me and something that I always love, but no one shares that. I haven't heard anyone else say that actually, so I think it's really funny, but
It
it's a very fun
is.
phase.
Anything funny that happened to you while participating in the state?
Um, Funny. I don't know.
Because
I had a
things
great
happens.
time.
Participating in pageants, things happens.
Yes. I don't. I don't really think so. I've had a few earrings fly out while doing my talent, actually. So that definitely did happen a couple times. I'm not sure if that was at the state competition, though. But yeah, I just had an absolutely amazing time and just so much fun. Something actually funny now that I think about it. My onstage question on finals night, I was asked how I would describe style to little girls. And I answered, I was like, we would, go and show that like style is your way to express yourself and you can just kind of let people know who you are through style. And I was like, you get to work with the best sponsors through style. And I was like, shop Mackenzie Jades. And that was my little like aside, like shop Mackenzie Jades because she's one of our biggest sponsors, who is Miss North Carolina and Miss North Carolina's teen. I've looked up to her since I was probably 6 or 7, just a little girl. And to be able to partner with her now is just so incredible and special. So I had that little like funny moment. I was like, Sean Mackenzie Jades. Everyone in
Like
the
a plate
audience started
commercial.
screaming and laughing. And it was so funny. I literally laughed on stage. Like, there's a picture of me laughing at myself saying that. So it was a very funny moment.
One question that I get asked the most is that, do you think the beauty pageant is still relevant till this day?
Definitely. I think that it's not really about the beauty anymore. I mean, it is very glamorous and you do feel like $1,000,000 in every single phase. But at the end of the day, it's about your speaking skills, your talent. It's about so much more than how you look now. And the ways that it has prepared me for my academic pathways and my career goals is just incredible. And I don't think that I could have gotten that anywhere else. I go into presentations at college and people say that they're so nervous. And I'm like, this is like an elevator speech. Like, this is really easy. So there's just different ways I've been prepared for life experiences through this organization, and that's why it's still relevant today. It's still preparing great women for the world. It's still preparing the world for great women. So it's doing an amazing job at getting young girls the confidence and the public speaking skills that's necessary to be able to succeed, because unfortunately the glass ceiling still exists
Yeah.
for women in the United States, in Puerto Rico, really most places. And it's sad, but we're preparing those women to break that glass ceiling and to defy different standards that have been set for women throughout, history.
And what is the significance of Miss America for young girls nowadays, especially for those like over here in Puerto Rico, that the program we are like starting to educate more girls into this program, because everything in the island, everybody knows that it's all about Miss Universe, Miss World, more glamorous, more like dull thing, instead of coming with a program like this.
I think that it gives little girls a lot of hope and a lot of passion and inspiration. That's what it did for me. I was mentored by so many different girls throughout my time as a Carolina princess and someone that was involved in the Miss America organization from a really young age. So having that kind of one-on-one time with a girl that you can look up to and that you want to be one day, I mean, the impact that they had on me as a little girl is partly the reason why I still compete is because they showed me what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be. And they were just such a huge inspiration to me. So I think that that's the impact that it has on little girls. And it shows them that if they set their mind to it, they can do absolutely anything.
And oh, shout out to Miss Carol Rigual. Carol Rigual was Miss Puerto Rico 2016. She competed in New Jersey. She was the last Miss Puerto Rico to compete in Miss
Oh,
America 7 years ago. She's on the live right now.
hi.
um, oh my God, I had a question following the answer that you said. About sisterhood. We brag about sisterhood, and it is really a sisterhood, a truly sisterhood that we brag in social media. Because people ask me like they 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 seem fake when they hug each other, they kiss each other, all in the stage. I'm like, I saw that on stage, and I saw how purely it was the emotion. Do you think it's truly like pure hearted what happened between you guys?
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's something that can't be replicated and it can't be faked. Because if someone gets called and their name gets called and you don't like them, it's going to show. Like, I mean, to be honest, it will. So there's a lot of response from the pageant community when someone wins, when someone's called top 11, when someone wins an award. And that response is always very positive because that's truly how we feel about each other. And if we didn't, it would probably be on the boards, to be honest with you. But yeah, we are very extremely supportive of each other. Every experience that I've had at the state pageant has been absolutely incredible. I've made new friends every single year and even grown stronger friendships from the encounters that I've had at the state competition. There's people that I still talk to from my very first local pageant that I still keep in contact with, that I'm still friends with. There's also so many people that you get mentored by, like your committee members. I still keep in contact with so many of my committee members from the past. It's truly a great support system and a sisterhood. We're all extremely happy for each other. And I think that the jealousy aspect of pageantry has kind of really dwindled down and gone away because it is such a sisterhood now, and we don't leave room for bullying, cyberbullying, being on the boards. We don't leave room for any of that anymore. So I think that it is a really encouraging environment for women to be in, and we do really do love each other. There's people that I still keep in contact with and that I know I'm going to keep in contact with for forever. And that's kind of like your Carolina princess, like people that I was mentored by, I still keep in contact with, still keep up with them, and they still keep up with me. So it's definitely a sisterhood. The sisterhood is strong, even though some people think it's not. It is.
Now that you're live and a lot of people are watching us, and what can you tell to a young Puerto Rican girl that is thinking to join the program but doesn't know how to start? How you started?
Message me, get in contact with me, and absolutely do it. If you're thinking about it, do it. Like, there's nothing inside you telling you, like, oh, I should do it, and then you shouldn't. Like, you definitely should, 100%. It just takes, honestly, a lot of trust in yourself, and you just have to go and educate yourself. The Miss America organization website is always available for you to go and look up. They have a lot of different blogs and sections about the different phases. Also, once again, if you want to message me, I will talk you through it. And it's really very simple to get involved, and you have so much time to prepare because Miss Puerto Rico isn't until July. And usually whenever I step into a new pageant or a new local competition, I give myself about 6 months to prepare. So you do have those 6 months right in front of you, and you have all the time that you need to be prepared and to be knowledgeable. I would say also just follow us, state title holders and local title holders across the United States. We give a great insight as to what the pageant kind of holds. I'm actually kind of working on that for our YouTube channel. So you need to follow the Miss North Carolina's Team YouTube channel because we are going to do a behind the scenes of one of our local competitions. That way you can kind of see how a competition works, what you need to do, how you need to prepare, and what it entails, so you get a better view of what the Miss America organization is about and what you have to do to be a part of it.
And when participating, do you have any doubt of yourself when you were like about to step on that stage?
I don't think so. I really trusted in all of the prep work that I had done prior to. I had a great committee behind me that prepared me extremely well. So there was no doubt in my mind. It's just you have to prove it to the judges and you have to get the judges to like you and believe that you have put in all this work and that you are prepared. So that's definitely something that you have to show. I'm also a big power of prayer advocate
Amen.
and believer
Yeah.
in God. So praying before you step on that stage is also just a big part of my prep and my journey. And so trusting in him that he's going to guide you through every moment and that's what's meant for you is not going to pass you by. That's definitely something that you have to trust in because you've done the work. You have all the prep work within you. So it's definitely inside of you and you can do it.
And one thing that I asked Juliet and in the first episode, it was like, as Hispanic, we have like rituals for everything because we're very superstitious people. Do you have any ritual before going to the interview, to talent, something that you did before just to calm down yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very superstitious. So I do this with my like schoolwork and everything. If I feel like I did good on a test, I get a bad grade. But I feel like if I did bad, I got a good grade. So I'm very like, wishy-washy, like know how my mind works and how like things actually come into fruition. I always wear my Miss America's teen ring in interview and I will definitely do that as a miss. It's just a very important thing for me. I take it on all of my appearances actually. So it's something to remind me of my journey, what I'm advocating for, what I'm fighting for, what I want as an end goal. So it's definitely very special to me. Prayer is huge. I always just try and take time to myself before stepping on the stage, before going into interview, and just pray. And that's honestly my biggest ritual because I do like shake out my hands and everything, as a dancer. That's a big thing that dancers do. But past that, prayer is definitely one of the biggest rituals that I have pre stepping on the stage for any phase of competition.
And that's amazing. And this question I get asked a lot because for many years, people who doesn't know, Puerto Rico have been participating in Miss America since 1938. What happened? We only participate for 20 editions. None of those we classify. So how Puerto Rico can be a part of a system where we were excluded for many years. How you being part of that system could tell Puerto Rican women that that's over.
Yeah, it definitely is. The Miss America girls are so excited for Puerto Rico. Like, we have so much excitement, and I'm very excited to help build that and kind of be that bridge between the United States and Puerto Rico because it's so important to be inclusive and to get more girls into this organization. And I think that that's how every Miss America girl looks at it. If we can get more girls into the organization, that's a win for the organization. That's a win for us because we have more friends, more sisters, more women that have the same goals as us, that are alike to us. And so I think that a lot of people are very, very excited. I have not heard anyone say like bad things about Miss Puerto Rico being a thing. I think that everyone is just so excited to gain another sister and just have the opportunity to connect with the islands. I think that some people are just very excited to be able to go to Puerto Rico and see the pageant happen and be a part of it. So it's definitely a big deal in the United States too, just as it is in Puerto Rico.
And we're excited to have you all in Puerto Rico in July. It's gonna be great. We're just like in this phase to educate people of how Miss America program works and how amazing it works for y'all. That's the most important thing, that we understand that this is more than a beauty pageant. This is a scholarship program. It helps you to develop yourself professionally, and that's what matters because that's what you go with it to your grave.
Yep,
Um,
definitely.
so let's do like a ping pong word. I'm gonna tell you a word or a person or a name, and just tell me whatever comes, the first thing that comes to your mouth.
Okay.
Um, let's start with climate change.
Forest.
Inspirational woman.
Mackenzie Jade Fagger, honestly. She's very inspirational to me. She was the Miss North Carolina and Miss North Carolina's team that I was talking about earlier.
Mental health.
Reading, honestly. That's why I started my CSI.
Crown.
Sisterhood. Because we only have 4 points, but we do include sisterhood in the pillars.
Yes. Teenagers.
Social media.
Your guilty pleasure.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably my dog. I
Your
love
dog.
my dog. Yes, I'm with him all the time. If I'm away from him, I feel like a part of me is
Oh,
missing.
college.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Music.
Country music. I was raised on country music, actually. So country music is a big thing for me and a lot of North
And
Carolinians.
mofongo or alcapurria?
Oh, mofongo.
Mofongo. Sonia Sotomayor.
Mayor.
And you prefer piña colada or coquito?
I've actually never had coquito. I know that's
What?
like such. I know. I know.
Not a virgin
So
coquito?
yeah, I actually, so my boss, he was taught Spanish by my mom. My mom's a Spanish teacher. And we brought him some, and he was like, have you had this? And I was like, no, I actually haven't. And so, yeah, I haven't had it, and I don't like pina colada. So we're going to go with coquito
You
on
don't
that one.
like piña colada at all?
No, I don't. I like pineapple, just not pina colada.
Vanessa Williams.
Um, Grace and just a trailblazer.
Best friend.
My dog. Once again, I love my dog.
Latina.
Powerful.
And Henley House.
Graceful. Definitely very graceful, very gracious, and humble.
And just to wrap it up, would you like to give a message to all these Puerto Rican girls that is watching you right now, that you are inspiring them to come to this program, to join the program, and be part of that sisterhood? What would you tell them tonight?
Definitely. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope that you paid a little bit of attention to some of the things that I showed you about the Miss America organization through the different answers to the different questions. It's such a special organization to be a part of. I definitely encourage you, if you're thinking about it, do it. You need to do it. You need to be a part of it. It affords you so many different opportunities past the Miss America organizations. The connections that you make and the connections that you'll make at Miss America are going to be so special to you, and they're going to be lifelong connections and lifelong skills that you're going to build from being a part of the organization. And if you have absolutely any questions, anything at all, please do not hesitate to reach out with me or to me. I'm always in my DMs looking at different things that people ask me. So please, please, please definitely ask me. Pay attention to the Miss North Carolina's Teen YouTube channel, because there will be some content on there to help you guys out and better understand the opportunity that Miss America provides and the different ways that you can be involved. And I would just love to be a part of your journey. So if you are thinking about doing it, do not hesitate to reach out. I would love to be a part of your journey and kind of help you lay the groundwork for how you're going to compete for Miss Puerto Rico.
And your social media, they can find you on Instagram, right?
Yes, Instagram at Miss America's Teen NC, and then my personal Instagram is just Annika Schneider with an underscore.
Perfect. Annika, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
You're lovable. I'm so humble to have you on this second episode. And I hope that I can see you on July 21st. That's our coronation night here in Puerto Rico.
Me too. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Ciao.
Bye.